What's up, y'all? Hello,
What's
it's
up, bro?
Brooke. We are at VIR, that's us in the Slipstream Autosport livery, and we had a fucking hell of a race today. Let's get straight into it. Qualified P7 with a 147.7, about a 10th behind the guy ahead, Daniel Blow. And it looks like on launch, we are finally going to have a decent launch, or more of the guy behind having a bad launch. Number 5 right there up to our left is going to stay super wide into the first corner. So we're actually just going to go ahead and take that move if we can. Looks like we got it up the inside, and he's going to sit behind us. Moving into the next couple of corners, it's this little infield section, and honestly, I thought I was taking this pretty well at this point, especially on cold tires. I'm just kind of cruising. Car number 5, sending it from way downtown, so we kind of slow down a little bit extra, end up going side by side with him. Somebody off the track up ahead, managed to keep the inside all of the way through until we get to the S's where we slow down. He sends it deep, and that actually gives us a better exit than him, so we're going to switch to his left side now as we come up to the big S's up the hill. We have the inside. Who's backing out? It's not going to be me. Thankfully, he backs out. I refuse to back out on the S's. Fuck that. I'm going through every single time, baby. Always love to have that mentality when you're in a race car, a really expensive race car. Going into the dirt there a little bit. 5 is going to be back on us. Makes a absolutely gorgeous move, finding the space to my inside as we come onto the straight, and darts right into it. We're going to go side by side. I just about clear him, but not quite. You can see just how close our bumpers were there, so we weren't really able to get ahead of him. We make a little bit of contact coming into the braking zone, but we managed to get track position up ahead of him. Put the brakes on a little bit, try and back him up very slight amount, so maybe he can get involved with a fight with that guy behind. And sure enough, it looks like as we come down the final turn to end the first lap, they're going to be pretty hot on each other's tail. Decent gap to the car ahead. I'm not too worried about it at this point in time. Coming around turn 1, as clean as we can do it. Perhaps honestly held that too tight. I think we should be darting out a little bit earlier there to maintain a little bit of higher speed. Taking a look up ahead at P2, car number 4, locking his tires as he makes his way to the straight. As he rejoins the track, we are just barely going to manage to get ahead of him, and that'll end up putting him in between myself and car number 5, who we had all that fighting with on the first lap, which I feel really good about. When somebody's fighting that much on the first lap, you either get ahead of them or you end up fighting with them throughout the entire race because they're not going to stop. So I really want to separate myself from this guy right here, and car number 4 has graciously placed himself right between us, and sure enough, he's going to look for a move up the inside of car number 4. Doesn't quite get it, slows him down a little bit. I think car number 4 might have actually dove to the inside earlier there to try and kind of cut him off, and that ends up putting him a little bit back into the grips of car number 5 here. So he's hot on his tail. Trying not to pay attention to myself up ahead, just taking some terrible lines. We do manage to catch up to this guy right here. This is P5, I believe. We're currently running in P6, so it would be nice to get a top 5 position, and we're not going to have it on this instance. Driving super wide, missing the apex, backing up car number 4 there as we take a super defensive line to try and compensate for that horrible run we had. Car number 4 trying to make it work around the inside. He is going to do it as car number 5 attempts to make a move work around the outside onto the straight. I move over to give car number 4 the slipstream, and I don't really know. I mean, I guess car number 5, like, I don't think he was trying to get the slipstream. I think he just wasn't paying attention and just drifted over to the right. Perhaps he was trying to stay with the track, which does turn, but either way, it's not really going to matter to me as I have no pressure behind me. So I am now 100% able to focus on the car ahead, car number 3, who is now P4 after P2 had sent himself off with all of that nonsense that happened behind us just now. Getting right up behind car number 3 here. Once again, perhaps taking too tight of a line on exit there, not allowing myself to put the power down as early as is possible. Chasing down car number 3, and the gap has closed consistently over the past few laps. There was definitely some parts of the track I knew he was faster than me on, but overall, my race car driver mindset was that I'm faster than this guy, which is the case often with race car drivers. I completely missed that apex, by the way, so that opens up this gap quite a bit. I am going to be able to hold on to that slipstream and then have a superior braking method all of the way, or braking performance, excuse me, and method, I suppose. I used that method to have that better performance. Either way, by the time we come around the next lap, he has opened that gap right back up. He does miss the apex quite a bit there, driving into the dirt and throwing up a little bit of smoke screen in our face, once again allowing us to get right up on his bumper. Basically, he is towing us at this point, and we really messed that up right there. I mean, it seems good, but we really should have gotten a better run there. We got on the gas a little bit too late, and I regret doing this, lifting off of the gas here and not attacking him. I should, my thought was that, you know, oh, I'll get around him somewhere else. And as I say that, we are going to send it right up behind him, coming onto the final little series of turns, but once again, back off. And this was, I continued to do this for quite a while. We were chasing down this guy, I don't know, maybe 8 laps, 9 laps. He makes a mistake there, and instead of going for an offensive move, we are going to back off early and slow ourselves down to keep both of us safe, which is a tactic if, say, he were a faster driver and he were towing us towards the guys ahead, but he really wasn't. I feel like we were losing time to the race leaders, the podium sitters up ahead, sitting behind this guy as he continued to make mistakes, and I continued not to take advantage of them, or not to take advantage of my own good deeds, my good doings, running into the back of him there. And I don't believe I was carrying too much speed on, well, in the instance, I suppose I was as I ran into him, but I think that he could have gone much faster through there, and feel I was braking pretty consistently. At least on that corner right here. Here's an example of me actually just sending it too hard and just giving him a little nudge. Definitely underbraked, I'm not sure. Coming onto the straight, this is 2 laps to the end, and we're chasing him down. Total lapse of judgment. Gonna lock our tires, fly into the grass. We managed to keep the beautiful Slipstream Autosport livery safe there, not scratching the wall, so no real damage done to it apart from that little bit of bumping we did. Cars behind, there's a lot of them, but they're pretty far behind, so I'm not too worried about them. Driving my own race, and we've only got 2 laps left to go. P4 is out of the question, but we're just going to finish it out. Car number 17 and car number 5, this is the battle for P6. And car number 5, who we were fighting with earlier, as they come onto the straight, looks for the same move that he did to me, tucking up the inside onto the straight. Doesn't quite work for him in that instance. And I just wanted to show this as I saw some people talking about it in the chat and wanted to go back and look. And I just saw this little incident. So let me know what you think about that incident. Who was wrong? Who could have done what? It looked like a bit of a sticky one to me, and it went both ways. We do end up crossing the line in P5, which is a satisfactory finish for me, especially with the recent results I have been having. Here are the results if you want to check them out. We got 0.06 safety rating and 37 I rating. I think we could have gotten P4 there, but it's water under the bridge. Also, please go check out Slipstream Autosport's channel. They are some crazy fast guys over there.